Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and salutations to you, Akim, pushing his word, sincerity, and in truth. Back with another lesson. Today's lesson is going to be about a conversation me and another brother had after camp, and a quote came out about what I'll just read the quote. It says, "Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime," right? And we were getting into the brother and me was getting into, he had noticed something about brothers having a whole bunch of free time, man. A whole bunch of brothers having a bunch of free time and may not be making the best choices with that idle time. But that quote had came up, and it made me think of a scripture, which I'm gonna go into in the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 8 and 9. It says, "Reprove not a scorner lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning." So we serve as examples to the flock, regardless of what position you're in. All right, you always got a brother younger than you. You serve as an example, man. Okay. So, and that even goes for how we conduct our daily lives, as far as working, earning money, being on top of our responsibilities, not always putting ourselves in a position where we got to have our hands out, you know, those type of things we do. So when brothers look at us, be like, okay, that guy's in order. I should shoot for that. Going back to the fishing quote. If you give a man a fish, he may come back all week, every day. What? He gonna need a fish. But if you teach him, all right, brother, this is how you handle your money. You live below your means. You watch how you spend. You don't blow it all on frivolous things, right? That brother be set up to be, like I said, more responsible with how he conducts his daily life. All right. The next scripture I'm gonna get is in the book of bear with me. This is the book of Second Thessalonians, chapter 3, verse 11. "For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies." All right. "Now them that are such we command and exhort our Lord Yahweh Shai, that with quietness they work and eat their own bread." Right? Just basically do what you need to do, man. All right. Be a responsible brother. Do what's required for the ministry. And in your daily life, do what you need to do to have that smooth road. Of course, if brothers get into a jam, of course, if brothers need money, we're there to help that brother, help that individual. But when you see brothers basically having the church, the ministry as a crutch, right? Is I'm gonna let that slide. I'm gonna blow this because guess what? I know the brothers got my back. That's a mindset you really shouldn't have, man. Because if all brothers had that mindset, there would never be enough for another brother to give. All right. I myself, all right, like to put myself in a position where if I don't have to have, that handout, or have to have that help, or have to be a burden on the ministry, I try not to. Even though if I need it, I know brothers be able to help me, but I try not to have it in the back of my head. Oh, I'm gonna throw away this money because I guess what? I know the brothers, they'll bail me out this jam. Right? That's not a responsibility. That's not a responsible mindset, man. Okay? Because you could have had the money just the other day, blew it. It might be another brother that's afraid to ask, that really need it, that's really in a jam, but we end up giving it to another brother, and that other brother might have to wait a little bit longer, So there's all type of scenarios that go on with that. Let's get another scripture. Bear with me. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Right? Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. All right. So what we do spiritually is just to give a warning. All right. We are here to give that warning of what's to come, how you should conduct yourself, how you should move in the world, all these things, spiritual and just practical advice, right? Which me and the brother was talking about the other day. We're here to give that type of advice, man, right? And first and foremost, it's a spiritual aspect. And just to add on another note, there was a brother that got worked up, pretty emotional about brothers not doing what they need to do within the camp in their matters. And you know, I told that brother, you keep doing what you need to do, because hey, if you make it and another brother don't make it, that's just how it's going to be. I can't save that brother next to me. I can't convince that brother to give his all or run the hardest. All right. That's something that brother has to deal with. But I can only be an example and do what I need to do to the best of my ability. And that brother got to run his own race. All right. This is verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from the wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand. Right? So it's all about giving a warning. It's all about speaking to the people. And if you're in a leadership position, it's all about calling out what's wrong, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. So the blood, I'm going to get to it, verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, and thou have delivered thy soul. Right? So you always got to say what's right regardless, man. Okay? Now, if that person doesn't want to turn into the right direction, don't want to accept rebuke, that's on that person. It's nothing more you can do. Even the brother standing next to you. And the brother had made a point. He's like, it's a lot of brothers in these camps. We all sitting next to each other. Every brother in the camp might not make it, man. And you have to have that in your head also, right? The longer you've been in this thing, you have brothers standing next to you a year, 2 years from now. Guess what? They know nowhere to be found. How much more you think brothers that's here in these last seconds, right? Because you don't know what a brother's doing. And I'm gonna loop this back to the beginning. Brothers with all that free time, right? They could be doing some crazy things, and those things can come out in these end times and these end days, man. Of brothers, you know, you thought he's looking official, he's doing enough to be in the camp, but you don't know what these men are doing all this idle time, all day. All right, you know, Jake be into some far out things, man, and to be quiet is kept, you know. But that was just something on my spirit. We was talking about it in the camp. I know it's a little bit all over the place. Hopefully some edification to come out of it. But I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom the next time.